Hello and welcome everyone. This is Kerbal Space Program 2. Honestly, this game should have been completed. What happened to this game, the entire story with the developers and the people at Take-Two is just absolutely tragic. This game had insane potential to inspire intellectualism in many future generations, in many current generations. But instead of intellectualism, they favored guns, drugs, sex, and violence with Grand Theft fucking Auto 6 over this goddamn game right here. This game could have inspired millions of engineers. But instead they said, nope, let's kill it. It's too smart for people. Let's kill it. Very tragic. I'm sure you all have a story about a video game that was in early access and then got canceled or killed super early on or never even got to the development phase because some greedy CEO was like, nah, the idea is amazing, but it's not going to sell. Trust me. Just trust me, bro. It's not going to sell is usually how it goes. Sadly, this game was able to start selling. And then the CEOs and whatnot were like, nope, Grand Theft Auto 6, fuck this game. So we're going to be playing this game until they finish it. Obviously exaggerating there. I need to sleep and Facebook only lets me stream for so long, but it would be nice. One can only dream of such an amazing game being finished someday. We are in vanilla as well, by the way. We don't have any mods. So, no mods. I told myself the only mod I'm going to install will be BD Armory Project Runway Part 2. So until we get that fucking mod, I ain't doing no mods. And yeah, I know my intro had something about the violence that they chose to favor with Grand Theft Auto 6 over an intellectual game such as this game. While I'm talking about fucking BD Armory, which is literally a war mod. I mean, hey, I don't see it as hypocritical because this game, even though it's a war mod, you still have to calculate things. You still need to understand the most basic math and science to operate this game successfully, you know. But I'm done yapping. We'll get into the game now. We'll start a new one. Again, we do actually have mods, actually. Never mind. I don't think any of these add anything super important, but, or any parts mods, even, so. Start a new campaign. Rocket scientist. Good crash landing. We're gonna do this one and get some science real quick. And as for the reasoning why I have the batteries towards the engines is because as I'm going, the fuel from the fuel tanks is going to be draining, which makes the craft lighter. And since I don't have decouplers yet, I need to keep, you know, the mass balanced in order for the craft not to flip or rotate or whatnot. So the batteries have to be towards the bottom to balance out the mass. And this one's also just gonna crash land again. I'm doing this just for the science. We are in career mode, so I need to grind out the science. Yeah, this game is in early access, by the way. That's why there's land covering the runway there. This game was killed earlier than it should have been killed. They didn't even get to step 1 on the goddamn roadmap. Fuck Take-Two, and no, I will not ever buy GTA 6. I will never buy it. I'll never play it. I didn't give a fuck. GTA 5 sucked ass. Hate to say it, hate to break it to you guys, but GTA 5 was not as good as you all think. Oh, it's the probe survived. It's not going to survive this next bounce, but that's hilarious that it survived the first one. And we didn't quite make it, so more fuel tanks. We had a thrust to weight ratio of 2.2, so we have plenty of mass to spare. As long as we keep that thrust to weight over 1, it'll go. In case you didn't know. This is the engineer's report, by the way, right here. This is how you can see your thrust to weight ratio, your dry mass, all of that stuff. All of it. So if we load this craft, look here, I had like a 2.2, yep, 2.25 thrust to ratio. So I have a ton of mass to spare. This right here is delta velocity. So anytime you see that triangle with the V right there, that signifies delta velocity. And if you don't know what that is, I'm not explaining it to you. My throat's already hurting from fucking talking. I don't usually talk this much. But I've been in the Kerbal Space Program since I was like, I want to say 13. So and back then we didn't have shit like the Kerbal calculator. We had to calculate our fucking delta velocity manually, which was a pain. Calculating all of this stuff, not just your delta velocity, was a fucking pain. Oh, we're getting some wobble here. That's not good. I might need to move the batteries back up just a bit because the craft is longer now. So that unbalances the mass that I tried to balance earlier. We didn't flip though, so it's fine. I don't need to adjust the batteries. This one's not gonna make it either. That's fine. How's everyone doing tonight, though? We survived with no bounce. That's actually amazing. And most of the batteries survived. That's fucking awesome. Oh, this one will make it. Pretty sure. It's only 3,000 more feet to go. 2,000. Yeah, I don't... Oh, it's gonna be close. Oh, it's making it. It made it. For sure. Easy. Now the descent back to Earth. Also, that won't affect us. Anytime I build like a runway needing plane, it never uses the full runway. I always make sure I take off before the full runway. If I were to build a big fat fucking plane, yeah, I'm sure I would probably need a long ass runway like that. But no, I usually go for the more fighter jet style designs when I do my aircraft. Here, I'll be right back. You guys can watch this.
Space is the place.
She's got a gun. Oh wait, it's a camera that looks like an Uzi.
Have you tried rockets? Rockets use fuel and engines to create thrust, which propels them forward. When a fuel tank is empty, it is dropped to stay as lightweight as possible, allowing the rocket to go even faster. These tanks, as well as other expendable...
That's called staging.
Stages.
Oh shit.
Stages do different things.
She read my mind.
The stage is very powerful, with just enough fuel to get the vehicle through the atmosphere. The second stage usually has a low-thrust engine that, while not as powerful, is more